Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of the series in which I am going to talk with you all about the various career opportunities in the field of life sciences in India. Today's video is going to be about the career options after finishing masters in life sciences like MSc, MTech, MPharm, etc. So now, before I talk to you about all the career options, let me tell you about the plus and minus points of starting your job immediately after your masters. First, the plus points. When you finish your masters, your age is around 20 to 25 years. So, if you start your job immediately after your master's degree, you can start your income at an early stage of life, which is a very good plus point. Even if your starting salary is low, your experience starts counting. That means that at the age of 30 or 35, you will have a very good salary, very good designation, plus a lot of years of experience reflecting in your CV. Also, another plus point is that in comparison to the number of years that you have given for your studies, your starting salary will be pretty decent. As I mentioned in my previous video, after PhD, you might feel that the ratio of the number of years that you gave in your study versus the starting salary you got, the ratio might feel pretty skewed. But that is not the case if you try to get a job after masters, because finishing your masters just takes about 5 to 6 years. Now, the minus point. There are certain jobs that require PhD compulsorily. That means that if you do not have your PhD, the job opportunities that are available for you will be a bit limited. In addition, there are also certain jobs in which if you want to get promoted, you need a PhD. That means that your growth can become stagnant after reaching a certain designation. In addition, in certain jobs, your growth can also be slower in comparison to the PhD holders. That being said, you need to decide what is your priority, what is your passion, and what are your strengths and weaknesses, and you have to analyze what your ultimate goal is before you choose your career option in this field. So now, let us start with the description of each of these career options that you can pursue if you wish to stay in India and make a career in life sciences. The first career option is getting into higher studies. You can think of pursuing your MPhil or PhD, but if you get into PhD, you need to keep in mind that this course is going to take you a lot of time, effort, and it is also going to test your patience. So, normally, students who are extremely passionate about research, they prefer this option, because if you want to go in the field of research and development in future, then PhD degree gets mandatory if you want to take up a job of a scientist, lecturer or researcher. Which brings me to the next career opportunity, which is that of research and development. There are a lot of research institutes as well as universities in which the funded research projects are conducted and run by various senior scientists. So you can work under these funded research projects as a junior research fellow, laboratory technician, project assistant, or a junior scientist. The next option is that of academia. You can opt for the position of a lecturer in graduate or postgraduate level colleges, as a teacher in high school or higher secondary school, or as a tutor in coaching institutes that guide the students for various entrance examinations like NEET, NET, etc. Such coaching institutes also pay a pretty handsome salary to their tutors. So if you really have a flair for teaching, then this can be a very good option for you. But do keep in mind that if you opt for these two options, that is research or academia, specifically as a lecturer in graduate or postgraduate level colleges, in order to get promoted to higher posts, a PhD degree is required. So in case you are not interested in opting for higher studies, your growth might feel stagnant after reaching a certain designation. Next option is a career in pharmaceutical industry. There are a lot of pharma as well as biotech industries in India. Such industries constantly look for candidates who hold a master's degree in life sciences for the positions such as data analyst, QA QC analyst, drug safety analyst, formulation scientist, and so on. In addition, marketing jobs are also a very good option in this industry. The marketing jobs, they require extensive traveling, so you need to be okay with that fact. That being said, the marketing executives, they make the most amount of salary out of all these options in the pharma industry. You can also get a job in the R&D department of such industries, but again, in order to get promoted above a certain designation in this sector, you will be needing your PhD. So be prepared to reach a stable income after reaching a certain designation. The next opportunity is that in the field of clinical research. As a master's degree holder, you can apply for jobs like clinical research data analyst, clinical research coordinator, clinical research manager, or even as a junior scientist in clinical research. In current scenario, the field of pharmacovigilance is rapidly growing, which means that the fields like regulatory compliance analyst, patient safety analyst, in which you analyze the safety of a particular drug on human patients, is rapidly growing, and that means that the job opportunities have also widened. If you have a flair for this particular area, you can definitely consider this career option as well. Next option is the field of medical writing and communication. Even as a master's holder, there are certain companies that offer positions like medical writers, editors, or scientific writers, which you can definitely consider if you have a flair for writing and communication. Opting for a career option like content creation also is degree independent, so you can also opt for such career option, but keeping in mind that the income in the starting will be limited to nil. The master's degree holders can also opt for certain government jobs in government funding agencies like DBT, DST, ICMR, CSIR, UGC, and so on. In addition, I also want to add certain miscellaneous jobs like lab technicians, analysts, or junior scientists in various pathology laboratories, diagnostic laboratories, or hospitals. Now, a major plus point for master's degree holders is that you have the option of campus placement, which means that various companies will be coming to your college to select the candidates which are best suited for their company. But many of these companies will also make you sign a bond. So in case you are very much confident that you are going to continue this job, you can opt for jobs from this campus placement as well. The other ways to get jobs after your masters is by LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Naukri.com, etc., or by the word of mouth, that is knowing about the job opportunities from your mentor or your other faculty members. So that was it for today's video, you guys. If I have missed out on something, please feel free to mention it in the comment section down below. In case of any doubt, you can reach out to me via the comment section or via my Instagram account. And as a bottom line, I would like to suggest that choose your career according to your passion and do the work that makes you happy. That way, you will never get scared of any Monday ever in your entire life. If you find this video helpful, make sure to like the video, share it amongst your friends. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for getting updates regarding my videos. That was it for today. I'll soon see you in my next video. Bye bye.